You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Ué,
Exactly. Rewind.
caralho. Entendi.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you? The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Sim.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Sim.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
O tempo que for necessário.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
O assassinato.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
Prevendo o futuro, só estou procurando o meu quarto.
You don't believe?
Prevendo o futuro. Não.
That's okay. Sometimes life is just a stream of coincidences. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Eu sou
Pleased to
Sam.
meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Claro, talvez depois. Ah, claro.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Você é o culpado.
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Eu nem sei que quarto eu tô, pô.
Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
Long the demon knew it, and he didn't. The demons are already there. They just need ears to listen. It wasn't hard to make the boy listen after the first bell. No one would go to your funeral.
Ligar e desligar.
Mother and sister, there was nothing here. Little lying goes a long way after the virus starts to spread. He only needed to write one letter. Only needed to walk to the bridge once. Stare over the river's flow with an empty kind of longing once.
Quarto. Oxi.
Past the bridge, past the empty house, to the forest. He was long dead when they found him. The demon had outgrown his host again, gotten too big for his poor heart to bear, tore him
Chamado táxi.
apart and choked with him, draped from the
Militar o
brunt.
chefe.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both
See?
know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's tarot readers.
Não,
Yes.
sure.
Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered?
Por que os
Because they
cartões?
predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. And that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Por que ela não tá
Because
presa?
things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Vou tentar.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Como?
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
O que sabemos?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Sabe nada?
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Quando que ela foi morta?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
O que você pode me dizer da
Lord
Violet?
here runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She
Nada.
told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Você tem um álibi de ontem à noite?
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Cadê as câmeras então?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
O que sabemos não tem
Of
nada.
course.
You were right about Asian, a Chinese bronze lion
Vamos pra
dog
base pousada de
With
novo.
wings.
with wings. One of a pair originally donated to August's public library by Lord Worthing. but later sold to raise funds. The library...
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Eu tenho algumas perguntas sobre o
Chief
assassinato.
Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Como bem você conhecia ela?
We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
Onde você estava às 9
In
da
my
noite?
room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Você não saiu do seu quarto?
No, not at all. Lexi popped in and we chatted for a bit, but that's all. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Como você
We
previu o
saw it in the
assassinato?
cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Você não pode perguntar quem é o
Not
assassino.
these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Not good, I'm afraid. Cough. Cough. Coughing up blood. The girl gurgles out a shriek and raises up from the dais. Although
Vou deixar a Violet por
You
último.
must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Onde você estava ontem à noite?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
O que não funcionou?
My prayer that the girl would be safe.
Como ele previu?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
O que a leitura diz?
You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
Me conte sobre o baralho.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Eu posso ver o tarô.
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
O que
I
você
didn't know
sabe?
her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Quem é a próxima
Next
vítima?
victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec. We don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea.
And her hand
Sire.
stops, shaking. It moves as if it has a mind of its own.
Hi. Sam, is it? Come on in. Make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Porque você veio para
The
Augusto.
cards told us to. Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Trabalho.
I didn't say job. I said job.
Baralho.
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
Eu sei que você está mentindo.
No, you don't.
Onde você estava ontem à noite?
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Posso ver suas unhas?
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Por que limpou, hein? Não tem essa. Você conhece Brown muito bem.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Você acha que ela matou?
No,
Você
I don't know
conhecia?
anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Como você sabia que ela ia
Good
morrer?
old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Morte?
Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time.
Qual é a carta mais perigosa?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
Você tirou 5 de espadas.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know. Swords in general are bad.
It's almost the person who's dreaming is trying to project onto the other person that they're closing themselves off from the world, perhaps, but then they're realizing they're doing it themselves.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Quem são os outros
They're
hóspedes?
tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Por que você quer que eles saiam?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Vagabundos?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
O chefe disse que você está tomando medicamentos. Para quê?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Clozapina é para esquizofrenia.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
O que você estava fazendo ontem?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. I've driven by it, never actually been in it. Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Ovelha
Yes,
preciosa.
a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Piriguete.
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Onde eu posso encontrar?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Or the patchwork quilt Mom sent me over 2 Christmases ago.
Ele
Was
já
never
tinha
gonna see any other kind of
namorado.
action, so I throw it over Vanessa's body and open the door. It's almost too late before I realize I'm still holding the gun. But I quickly...
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Ué. O próximo capítulo. Não, eu quero continuar investigando.
Oh, I bet it does, she winks. So, I was wrong, apparently.
Deixa eu visitar o chefe aqui. Pra ver se tem mais alguma coisa. O que sabemos?
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
We deal with them. With that, she's
Vamos
gone.
pra pausa de novo.
I shut the door firmly behind her and retrieved the gun firmly behind me. Believe me now?
Vou falar com todo mundo de novo. Se tem alguma coisa,
On the
não.
couch. Just like before I shot her.
A Brown. Posso ver o tarô?
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Claro.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Sim.
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
She places a softly
Porra.
scented palm on my forehead and whispers, because you're an automat now.
Não tem nada.
She kisses me on the cheek and gives me a gentle push.
Lexi. Nada
Welcome to
também.
Poe's Curiosity Shop. So, what do we have here?
Quarto.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Oxi.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Ah, voltar ao seu Sam.
I
Peraí.
can see is perhaps 2 people.
Ah,
In combat?
agora eu sou a
Could be
Violet.
combat.
Maybe they're hugging?
Então agora eu posso perguntar.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you.
Não, obrigado.
Okay.
Ok.
Great. What do you want to know about?
The murder.
Caralho. Do Sam. O que ela fala?
Ah, the moon. A card of illusion and deception. It shines, but really it's just a dusty old rock. Seems there's more to our detective friend than meets the eye.
Did you sleep well last night?
Você dormiu bem
Yes,
ontem à noite?
thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
Eu não te
I
vi
stayed in
ontem.
my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Nossa, mano.
It's got engravings on it. I think are they animals?
There could be animals. And some people might interpret them as animals.
But there's
Se eu chamar um
four
táxi,
figures
velho, o
on
que
it.
acontece?
Perhaps walking across, maybe?
What was it?
Visitar o
What's
chefe.
going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Tá.
What are you doing here then? You said you'd help me. I just need you to keep an eye on the guests and let me know if you see anything strange. So, if you're here, who's doing that?
Go.
A mango
Yeah.
for clothing.
Yeah.
Beleza.
Its only job is literally to flatten bed sheets. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody takes that amount of care nowadays. But this particular
Esse rádio aqui
mango
tá
was used
enchendo o
to crush.
saco. Vamos visitar um por um. Ah, esse aqui eu já fui.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave. Or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die?
É, ele falou. Foi na carta, né? Mercúrio. Tarô. Que rezou ontem. Vamos ver se vai ser a mesma resposta.
We didn't know she was definitely going to die. Only that she was definitely in danger of dying. Tarot cards can tell you a lot when you know what you're looking for.
É. Quase a mesma coisa.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No.
Sim ou não? Não.
Oh, thank God. I'll try not to let it happen again.
É. Então já meteu que é sonâmbula já. Vamos pro quarto. Agora vamos com essa aqui.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
De
Is
Violet.
there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
Por que eu
You're a
fugiria?
prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent.
Você também parece forte para estrangular uma pessoa.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
Essas duas aí não se gostam.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it?
Impedi-lo?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
É claro, pô.
Stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Esse cara aí tá estranho.
Go on, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Estou bem.
Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
We've seen a lot of stuff.
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
Ih, mano. Suspeitos. Voltar pro quarto. Esses dois aqui. Estranho.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Vamos lá.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
A polícia quer todos os áudios de ontem à noite.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Não nos peça para sair.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
Isso sou o ameaçador.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Ray. Since when did he start praying?
You think he's lying?
Of course not. This is Rain we're talking about. I was just saying it's odd, that's all. Maybe he's found God?
Rain.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Dorota was planning on marrying Oscar?
What makes you say that?
Well, nothing.
Yeah, Oscar.
Just something I thought I saw. It doesn't matter.
Vamos chamar um táxi, visitar o
What is
chefe.
it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Por que você contratou o Sam?
Tarot cards tell you that. Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota? Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Have you met him?
Yes.
Será que se eu falar não, ele vai... Porra.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Sorry, I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Who would want to kill Dorota?
Why? What are you gonna do?
Nothing, just checking.
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor. Lexi. Rain, are they even your real names?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
Onde você estava?
Well, let me see, Detective Taylor. That's the surveillance cameras. I was here till I got the call.
É. Eu tava acusada. Voltar pro quarto. Ser você aqui agora.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Aí cada um vai fazendo sua investigação. Sair. Violet. Ih! Ué? Cadê a Violet?
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here?
O que fizemos ontem à noite? Nosso papel no assassinato? Vamos dar esse blefe
Our
aqui.
role in the murder.
Não, o que fizemos ontem à noite?
What we
As far as Sam's concerned, me and Lexi were together and you were praying in your room. It's half true at least.
É meio verdade. Lexi.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
Por que você tá preocupada?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
Talvez ela tenha matado.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. Okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies?
Tendências psicopatas.
Yeah, Bronwyn's a real bunny boiler.
É rancorosa. Agora vamos... Cara, velho, cadê a Violet? O chefe.
I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Yeah. No.
Não.
Then you're wasting my time.
Então, o chefe lá, ele suspeita do Rain. Tava pausada. A Violeta não tá aqui mesmo. Então vamos voltar pro quarto. Vamos ser o chefe agora.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.